Kids and cadets, welcome back to Tommy Time. Follow-up video on this Toro recycler. It's a 2009. It's the model 20339. This one came in with no wheels. So I'm working on a double Toro project. I stole the wheels off of this one here. I'm going to do wheel bearings on this. So I decided to use the washers, wheels, and axle bolts for this 2009. So we got to wrap this thing up. Went through the carburetor, cleaned the gas tank. What else? Oiled up the recoil. Head bolts are tight. The other issue we had with this one is the traction control cable 1192379. That was toast. It must have broke mid-length, so we had no Z-bend here. So let me show you. You can't really read the number. The conduit got messed up, but it's 1192379. You don't have to worry about those second set of numbers. So I have a stash of Toro cables. We did an oil change. The oil was overfilled. Dispose of your oil properly. My county has a disposal location where you can bring hazardous waste, TVs, motor oil, antifreeze, oil filters. So there's my stash of Toro. Somebody broke off the screws here. I'm going to try to use washers and salvage that. No cover, so we got to get a cover. I think I found one for that. Needs an oil air filter. So let's finish buttoning this thing down. I went ahead and oiled up both rear axles, and I kind of got the right tension on the drive control, I think, just at a standstill. So you adjust it up at the handle. So I've got enough tension on it where it's just pulling the spring, and maybe a couple of the wires here are showing a gap. So hopefully that's enough. It's taking the slack out of the belt, and it's not putting a tremendous amount of pressure on the spring. It's expanding the spring a little bit. We'll confirm that. So since we're down here, I'm looking at the foil label that I cleaned off with gas for the engine number. I'll give you that now. The 124 Tango 02 0203 Bravo 1. Built the fifth month, first day of 09. 2009. I don't know what the last two numbers here. I've asked you guys that before. Maybe it's employee number 58 or area 58. Don't know what the meeting. Maybe one of you Briggsy guys can tell me the last two digits in the engine code. Okay, let's keep going. I've got gas. We got to gas it. Like I said, I already put oil in it, and it's up to the top hole. I'm going to use my shirt, make sure. Yep, top hole on the oil. We'll bring it off of my jack stand and put it over on the concrete to start. Okay, so I was up here. I'm tightening down the three screws for the gas tank. 8mm or 5/16. I had already looked at the blade. Blade feels sharp. This one's going in kind of tight. Okay, then we got a 10mm down at the bottom underneath. Snug that up. Bring my 8s over here. Snug up the backing plate. I found another cover in my plastic, so I'm just going to blast this off and use it. I call that good. I just bought 100 of these things. Oh, there's a. Oh, I see what that is. It's the production name of the paper. See that in the pleats? HONGYE. I was wondering what that is. 10.25. Aftermarket. Like I said, I got a shitload of these I bought in bulk. It'll probably last me, they'll last me 5 years. But when you can get them for like 48 cents and buying them in bulk, I'm gonna do it. It's just like going to Costco and getting 3,000 rolls of toilet paper. Okay, so that's on. Springs were good. It's got an NGK plug in it. What do you think, Clucky? I don't see any reason why this thing won't start for us. So nothing in the mail. He just went by a bit ago, and then the Brotherhood of the Brown just went by after that. He didn't stop, so he was a big brown turd, not bringing me any parts. I think FedEx Ground's coming tomorrow. I ordered some blades, mower blades. Toros with the high lift. I was out of those. Or I used my last one actually, so when I order my last blade or whatever, I make it a point to replenish my stock pile. Okay. Let me bring this 2009 forward, see if it starts. Hang on, Clucky. So what I will do if this thing works, I'll probably leave the wheels and stuff here and then search out a new set of wheels for the newer machine. I think that, yeah, that's a 2017 over there. This is a 2009. So I'd send the newer machine out with new wheels. And I should have the dust caps and some axles hanging around to finish it up. Okay. Clucky, you hang on. I think we're ready. Automatic choke. I just got to pull with all my might. Oh, little kick off, a little smoke. Little kick off and a little smoke. And nothing. It feels like it's got no compression. I swore we went through this thing and it fired off. That's going to be really bad if I spent this much time on this turd and I didn't mark it as a no compression engine. Oh boy. I'm going to look like the biggest numbskull. Oh, I cleaned the coil up, got rid of the rust on that, and then on the flywheel. I kind of went through this, but maybe for nothing. I don't see spark. I got to get a good vantage point or get a clip. Let me get a clip. I don't have 3 eyeballs. I didn't think I'd be troubleshooting this thing. No spark. I thought we took this out of a good machine the other day, the NGK. Okay. I have another Quantum nearby. MTD 125 Kilo 020450 Echo 1. Let me grab that plug. It's a Chinese plug. I don't know if it's Nippon Denso or maybe it's another NGK. It's got light blue lettering. Sorry, guys. Sorry about that. We knew we had to mess up with that savior. Oh, it's an NGK resistor type. Remember the savior from the carb kit? So I don't make the same blunder twice. I make it, what would you say, unusable. So when I see this, I know it's a junk one. What I'll do with that, if I get a machine in and I want to save the machine, maybe use the plug, I'll put this in the hole to keep water out. Okay. NGK Bravo Romeo 2-LM Lima Mike. Geez, I hope it's as simple as that. I don't think I screwed up anything with the coil. I hope it's Just a bad plug. We need a good ground here. So no spark here either. Bad coil. No, we got it then. We got it then. So I think that was my doing. I didn't have a good ground, so the other plug may be good. I think it's compression just because it pulls over easy. I think we got spark. I'm going to try that other NGK. That NGK original one might be for a chainsaw. I'm not even going to mess with it. I'm just going to use this one and see if it's going to work. What do you think, Clucky? Shit show. Yeah, it's got no compression. It's just turning over too easy. I could do leak down or go grab my gauge and put it on it and just see. Let me try to do that. Grab my Chinese compression gauge. Okay, I got both. Leak down and compression. So that's what I get for not taking good notes. I swore I messed with this one without the front wheels. Gosh darn it. So that was a waste of time. I certainly didn't need the practice on going through a quantum engine. It would have been great if this was my only second machine that I worked on a quantum. Okay. It should be choke should be open and air filter off, but I'm not gonna mess with it. I'm just gonna go with it. No, it's not showing shit. Not even a pound. What do we got? A head gasket. Okay. I've got a 10 pack of these quantum head gaskets, and then I have a 10 pack of the newer plastic engine head gaskets. Let me grab my light, put this up, front end up, and try to see if I've got any valve action. See if I can see anything inside the cylinder. Hang tight. Really didn't think it was going to go down this rabbit hole. Okay, it's pretty moist in there, a lot of oil. Okay, I can see a valve. I think that's the exhaust right there. Okay, that's opening. Yeah, we're at 0. I'm not feeling any pressure on the middle finger. Test. Okay, there's I just want to see if I can feel the intake. I think it's up here. I didn't feel anything. And we got a stuck intake maybe. Because I don't feel it. I guess I could do a leak down. Okay, no, what I'm doing here is binding this thing up. I don't know, sorry. I'm not getting the answers I want. It's time for some root beer. I gotta refresh. Okay. So I'm getting constant air pressure coming through the intake. When I was spinning the blade, it's moving the piston. It should either go through the exhaust and then back over here and then back and forth. At top dead center, it should hold all the pressure. All the pressure was going through the intake. So there's got to be something wrong with the intake valve. Stuck valve or cracked valve or something. It's letting all the air back out. So this one's going to require more attention. This may be an off-season fix because I got other low-hanging fruit. So wheels are going to go back on the other machine. I'm going to do the wheel bearings on the 2017 and get that one going. That'll be a quick rectification. This 09's going on the back burner. I'll make sure I mark it properly. No compression, check intake valve, carburetor clean, blade sharpened, and I'll know it's got a new cable on it. So there we go. This is something I can use the savior on. Just to keep moisture out of the engine. Okay, sorry guys, sometimes it's like that. The Toro 20339 was a dud today, but we know the traction control cable number for this model is the 1192379. Anywho, have a good day. Tip your waitress and wait staff. Appreciate you coming out. Maybe the next one will be better. This one was a total clucking crap show. Even Mr. Cluck agrees. Adios, amigos.